on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you happen to be new around here, my name is Trevor and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to hit subscribe and click on that little bell to follow along on our quarantine adventure.
Today's another special video. We've done a couple of comparison videos to different countries so far, but we felt it was time to maybe do a comparison within the Philippines, specifically with the capital city of Manila, and we have a couple of special guests here to join us.
Hey, we are George and Lucy from the Juicy Vlog.
We are a couple who make videos together. We've done a lot of traveling over the last couple of years. We're from the UK. We've traveled a lot of countries, but we fell in love with the Philippines, and that's why we decided to make a base for ourselves here in Manila.
Which is where we are now, and I think that's kind of the idea in this video, comparing where we are and where you are.
Yeah, so we've been in Manila for the whole of the quarantine. We just got back from a trip actually, just when it was announced, so we just made it back in time, and we've been here ever since. We've kind of been daily vlogging the whole process, so yeah, we're excited to answer these questions and have a chat about our quarantine here.
So chances are, if you're either from the Philippines or you've done any research into traveling here, you've come across GC Vlog. We are actually in Manila like 3 months ago, almost 3 months ago now. They had unfortunately just gone on a road trip like the day we arrived, and then we flew out and then they came back home and then the lockdown happened, so hopefully one of these days we'll actually get to meet up in person.
So before we talk about the numbers, let's get into the type of quarantine that we're both on here. In Manila, they are on a modified enhanced community quarantine, and here in Palawan, we are on a general community quarantine. Now, there are 17,000 cases of coronavirus here in the Philippines. 10,000 of those happen to be in Manila. Here in Palawan, there are just 2 cases, and we're in El Nido, and there are 0 cases here.
Okay, so the first question we asked them were, what are the quarantine rules there?
So since the lockdown started, I think it was the 15th of March, we went into the enhanced community quarantine, and I think before that we had maybe 2 days of the GCQ, so general community quarantine. And recently I think things are changing a little bit again as of June the 1st, but we're kind of still waiting to hear on that, aren't we?
Yeah, the general kind of thing has been that for the last couple of weeks that only one person out at a time, so we haven't been able to go out at all.
We've got a quarantine pass, so whichever one of us is out has to have that on them at all times, and we are given 1 per household here.
For the longest time, it was only go out for essentials. Shopping, medical supplies, that was it. That was the only reason. Only in the last few days, they've now given us 2 points of the day, so I think it's
5 a.m. to 8 a.m.
5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and in the afternoon 4 till 6. They've given you these 2 times a day where you can go out to exercise. Again, only one at a time, so we can't go out together. But that's been quite good. That means we can go on walks, we can go on runs if we want to.
Definitely, it's been really nice to be able to do that. And then with like grocery shopping and things, I'm the one that kind of goes out. Although the bags are kind of heavy, I do the cooking, so I like to be the one that goes out.
She's stronger than me.
So I'm like storming back from the shop with all these heavy bags. But grocery shopping wise, there's social distancing lines. There's a big queue out the back normally, and you have to have your temperature check for going in. You have to wear your masks, and they're definitely letting less people into the shops here so that it's socially distanced shopping. Yeah,
with parks and open spaces, things like that, people are generally good at social distancing. There's a lot of, we live in BGC, there's a lot of dog walkers, so you are pretty much, when you're walking, you're dodging all the dog walkers and stuff.
Dodging the dogs.
The high street, they have checks to let you in.
And it's a one-way system.
And there's one-way system's been put in place.
So it sounds like you guys are about a month behind us. We were on an enhanced community quarantine before, but that was a while ago, and now it's almost June 1st and everything's about to change. And I don't even know how long we were on this current general community quarantine.
At least a month, and then we're going to a modified one on June 1st, and then they go to GC, like the general community quarantine on June 1st. So yeah, it's like really a month behind us. One thing that really stood out to me, what you guys said, was that you guys can exercise. When we were on the enhanced community quarantine, I don't even remember now if we were ever on a modified enhanced community quarantine, but at the time we were not allowed to go in and exercise. We were literally only allowed one of us at a time with a pass, and it was just to get any like things that you need. Go to the pharmacy, get groceries, that kind of thing.
We also had the tourism officers come up and they saw our videos and asked us just to not exercise and be on the beach. So that's a little bit shocking, but I'm glad you guys can do that. But that's very different here.
Yeah, and the other thing with stores is that, I mean, I know obviously Manila is a big city. It's going to be a lot more organized. We didn't have any temperature checks anywhere.
No temperature checks
We do still have to wear a mask wherever you go, like any stores you go into. And for a while they were regulating how many people go into certain stores and that kind of thing. But that was about it, really.
That was about it, I would say. So the next question we asked these guys, are people following the rules there?
So I'd say yes, for the most part people are, because there's a lot of things that have been put in place to make sure people are following the rules, like checks and things in different places, and even like you said, the high street have checks on one end of it. I've been checked my temperature to go in, which is normally like an open space, but it's quite good that they're actually enforcing it. But I have had a few times on walks where people are like sat on the greens and on benches and stuff having picnics and like socialising a little bit. So
and this when that really wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
We've seen that, but also it's so hard to, you don't want to judge anyone because
Yeah.
you don't know, you obviously don't know the reason people are out.
Exactly.
You don't know if those 8 people are from the same household or not.
Yeah.
You can make your own ideas about that and things, but you'd never really know. So for the most part we've seen everyone's wearing masks. You have to absolutely wear a mask. I saw one guy not wearing a mask.
I'm surprised he was allowed out of his building. We're not allowed out of our building without wearing a mask, so it's kind of hard to not wear one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say on the most part, yes.
People are doing
not.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree that it's kind of hard to tell at times. We'll often see people, especially out on the water here on the beach, like in groups of like 10 or 20. Chances are they're not following the rules, but you never know if they're just like really big extended family that lives together.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in the Philippines often live with their like aunts and uncles,
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
big families live together. So it could be that, or it could just be a bunch of people that decided to get together. Who knows?
It's so hard to tell.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is masks. So I would say for the most part, most people have masks on and are following that rule. We do still see people here and there without masks on out in town. One thing I've been noticing, there's a lot of construction happening here.
You can probably hear it.
You can probably hear it, yeah, but in El Nido, especially in town, there's like hundreds of workers and none of those have a mask on. So, I mean, I know it'd be really hard to work with a mask on, but they're right in the middle of town around other people without a mask on. So there's just some things here and there that we're just not quite sure why it's happening, but...
Yeah, at the same time, there haven't been any confirmed cases in this area, and
exactly.
I feel like as time goes by, people just have been getting more and more relaxed.
So the next question we asked them was, what are you doing to keep yourself occupied?
So the main thing I would say that we've been doing to keep ourselves occupied is vlogging, is making videos. I think we're extremely fortunate to have a job that is also our passion.
Yes.
And we've kind of thrown ourselves even deeper into vlogging. We've had patches in our vlogging career where we've daily vlogged for a long time, and then we've come away from daily vlogging, gone in and out of it. But for the first part of lockdown, I think we daily vlogged 40 plus days.
Yeah, and now it's daily again. We have the odd day of not uploading now, like maybe one every 2 weeks or something, but it's pretty much daily. We've got our reaction channel now, which we film a lot of reaction videos in the day as well, so that keeps us very occupied.
Yeah.
And
Self-promotion finished. We have been doing home workouts.
We have been working out a lot.
We've been really enjoying that. We both kind of work out generally anyway. We've got a gym in our building here.
On and off though. We're never that committed until now.
We have phases, we go through phases, but right now we're following like an online plan, and yeah, we're really enjoying the home workouts. Other than that, we've been reading books, we've been FaceTiming our family,
watching a lot
trying to talk to that.
Netflix.
A lot of Netflix, a lot of movies.
Yeah, we did the whole Marvel marathon, which was quite good.
That
The
was
22 films,
movies, yeah.
which was cool. And we've been waking up a lot later and going to bed a lot later. We found that our kind of daily routine has switched a little bit. We used to get up a bit earlier, I'd say.
Yeah, we've been trying not to be hard on ourselves if our routine is different to normal or not quite as productive some days. We kind of have like some less productive days and then some over-productive days where we go crazy. And we're not kind of judging ourselves for either being in the mood to do things or not being in the mood to do things. It's a weird time. I think you just have to do the thing that makes you happy at that moment.
That's our slogan, do the thing.
More self-promotion, this is terrible.
We cannot get over just how many videos you guys are actually putting out. You know, I think you put out like multiple reaction videos a day. There's a regular Juicy Vlog video every day. So much respect for you guys. That takes so much work.
Especially now, because before we used to put out one travel video a week. And since we've been in quarantine, we started putting out multiple videos a week, more about our quarantine, which is more about us. We're not used to like really talking about ourselves or being that personal.
I think they mentioned that too. Like we usually make videos about a destination, and now it's kind of flipped around on us. But yeah, it's good to see you guys are staying busy. It sounds like you're exercising a lot with home workouts. We might need to get some of those links from you.
Can you send us that link?
We're trying to do that. It's been more of a challenge just because of the heat. We try to run a little bit outside.
Yeah, we try to get some cardio in, which
Yeah.
is really difficult in the heat. But we do, and sometimes we do our workouts in our room, but less of that.
And we've been getting a lot of just general admin stuff done that we wanted to do for years now with our channel, and we just never have. But one thing that's kind of new that we've been doing since our community quarantine is different is we've been going into town a lot more now. There's a lot of takeout places open, and yesterday we had our first iced latte.
So good.
We're kind of coffee snobs. We really like our coffee, but it was like the first one.
We also got a burrito.
Oh man, what a day.
Also so good. It was very exciting.
The town's only like a 15-minute walk away, so we go now quite often because there's lots of food options. We really, really are happy with that. So the next question we asked them, when do you think things will go back to normal?
So in terms of things getting back to normal, I think it's going to be a very, very long time before we're back to the lifestyle we were living before, which was like a lot of travel, a lot of the time.
Yeah, and I think even the whole world going back to normal, I don't know, like, I think it's going to be at least a year or more until like fully back to normal, like restaurants are normal,
concerts,
seating, cinemas. I think it's like half the capacity. Some places are opening up again.
Festivals,
but
like all these huge mass gathering things.
You can't imagine going now, can you?
No, you really can't. I think it's going to be a long time. For us, as we base so much of our vlogging and videos around travel, a lot of our content's been around travel, like not so much now in our quarantine, it's just about our lives, which is kind of how we started our channel, how we started vlogging, so it's been quite nice to go back to that basic roots, I guess.
We now travel from the bedroom to the lounge to the kitchen to the bathroom to the bedroom. That's our travelling
We're really, really grateful that our audience have stuck with us through it. So I don't know, we're going to have to see what happens.
Exactly.
So I think you guys are right. To go back to normal is probably a year or so away.
Yeah, until there's really a vaccine that's readily available to everybody.
It's hard to even imagine what that would be like again. But now that we have a new normal, there are some things changing that sound promising, depending.
Yeah, there's some countries that have announced that they're opening up to certain travelers. I'm sure there's going to be very strict rules about who can come in, getting tests and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Greece is one. We've definitely thrown around that idea. I think
Keeping an eye on
Italy has
it.
said some stuff.
Yeah.
We just saw Portugal is going to start opening up a little bit. And I saw one today that said Cancun is going to start paying half accommodation costs for anybody that books for 2020.
So
that's really
interesting. It's very interesting. And what we're doing is just keeping an eye on these countries to eventually get back to Canada. So if we had to fly to Greece first, we would. We wouldn't just go to Greece just to go on a 2-month journey around.
No, and by no means, even if we did that, do we think it would be normal travel? Obviously, there's going to be very, very strict rules. Things are not going to be the way they used to, but it would be interesting, yeah.
So the next question we asked them was, where's the first place you'll go when this is all over?
So I'd say for us, the number one place we want to travel to is back to the UK, because we were going to... Normally twice per year we go back to the UK, one in the summer, one in the winter for like a few weeks, like a month or two, to see our families, and that would have been like around now, so we're kind of ready. We miss our families a lot, we're ready to go back and see them again.
Definitely.
And that's going to be the first place that we go, just to visit.
I think other than that, we would love, and we don't know if this will be before or after we do that UK trip, but I'd love to just go to a very, very secluded, maybe beach place. We miss the beach at the moment, we miss the kind of island life. Yes. So I'd like to go somewhere very peaceful, very quiet, somewhere not very busy with a beach, and just go for maybe a couple of weeks and kind of think about what just happened and kind of unwind a little bit. I think that would be cool. And other than that, we've also said we'd love to do a road trip, so we don't have to move through airports and fly and stuff. Maybe go back up north in the Philippines, up to like Sagada.
Watching them vlogs back the other day. Something else we do to keep ourselves occupied, watch our own videos. Is that normal? Probably not. But we were watching our Sagada road trips back just to like think of the memories and stuff, and we were like, that is such an awesome place. We need to go back there. So that's definitely on the list for when things open back up again.
Definitely.
Makes sense. You guys want to go back to the UK. Sounds like it's been a while. You also mentioned going to a beach and an island. Well, I can tell you, El Nido is empty right now. And as of June 1st, you're allowed to go to the beach. We heard a number. I think there's about 70 to like 80 tourists here. Hard to even imagine.
Who knows when you're going to actually be allowed to fly from Manila to here and just take a vacation. Maybe soon, maybe not. I don't know how strict they're going to be with that kind of stuff, but there's a possibility for you guys.
Exactly. Our top priority is to get back to Canada. Right now, we can't get out of El Nido or out of Puerto Princesa to Manila. So hopefully that will change soon. There are flights all the time from Manila to usually Toronto or Vancouver, and one of our viewers had a good idea is if we landed in Vancouver, maybe we could do a road trip across Canada, and that would be a lot of fun. It's something we talked about before, but again, right now we just don't know if we're going to do that.
Yeah, and who knows, like we said, some countries are opening up, so who knows if we could find a good flight. I don't know if that would happen to like Greece or Portugal or somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe we'd stop in. I don't know. That's so hard to say, but it
Yeah.
could be. We're keeping our options open basically, so that could happen.
Another thing.
I know a lot of people have messaged us and said, please don't leave the
Yeah.
Philippines yet. You haven't seen anything, but
We did see Coron. With those
Yeah.
videos aren't
Yeah.
out yet. It was
Yeah.
just all
but
pre-lockdown.
we just had so many like
And we-
dreams of seeing
yeah.
so many places, and I just don't think that's going to happen this time around
What
based
else?
on all the rules and everything.
What else did we see? Oh, we saw Manila too. So that was it was a lot of fun. But you know, if here's the issue now. So let's say domestic flights opened up on June 1st, and I know a lot of you want us to go to some other places. We don't know if some of the other places are open. So for instance, in Boracay, well, we know it's there, but it's hard to get a read on what hotels are open.
Yeah,
what
we wouldn't want to
not.
fly there and then get there and realize we're in the same situation.
Yeah.
We can't really do anything and just be back into a sort of a semi-lockdown again.
Yeah.
So
So
chances are, maybe when things go back to that normal we were talking about in a year and a year and a
Maybe
half,
next
whatever
year.
it is, we come back to the Philippines and we get to see all the stuff we missed out on.
So as we said on June 1st, everything is about to change here with the quarantine here in the Philippines. So make sure you keep an eye on our channel and the Juicy Vlogs channel because, well, we're probably going to be documenting the experience.
Yeah, we will link them below. If you're not already subscribed, you should head over there.
Yeah.
We also just wanted to say a big thank you to George and
thanks.
Lucy for being here today and participating.
Now, if you got this far in the video, make sure to hit the like button and leave us a comment to tell us, well, where you are and just how your quarantine experience has been. And if you're in the Philippines, we'd really like to know where you're quarantining at and, well, what it's been like.
All right, guys, that's it.
From El Nido, wishing you a safe and healthy quarantine.
See you soon.
I'm on my way now.